Internal displacement is a great challenge in West Africa. This has made the region the least developed on the continent. Experts say more work needs to be done, especially in the area of women involvement. The regional director, UNHCR, shares her experience while working as a female humanitarian. Our correspondent, Moyo Thomas, reports.
Insurgency, unrest, balkanization, and unfortunate happenings that characterize the West African region. This has rendered about 2 million people displaced and without amenities, especially security. Most vulnerable in this crisis are women, and it is not surprising that women are also at the forefront of humanitarian responses, usually the first to respond to this crisis. The United Nations has chosen this year's Humanitarian Day to celebrate the unsung women humanitarians who have been working for the survival and well-being of people in crisis. The regional representative, UNHCR, is a woman who has worked on the field as a humanitarian for about 25 years. She agrees the role is quite challenging for women, but also rewarding.
It's been very rewarding being able to contribute to support people that are eminently in need of being supported. You have refugees, as you know, who fled their countries. When they flee, it is not because they want to go on a picnic. It's because there is war, there is chaos, there are natural disasters, and therefore you find people picking up and leaving their normal habitual places of residence.
The crisis has subjected women humanitarian workers to untold risks, such as abductions and even death. The regional representative says it is important to continue to advocate for humanitarian principles to be respected, as awareness on the role of women is pivotal to risk-free work. The effect of forced displacement on women is huge, as every structure needed for a balanced life is hinged on being settled. Forced displacement has made it difficult for women to get jobs or even put their children in schools, especially as the required documentation may not be available. This is one of the reasons UNHCR is working assiduously with ECOWAS to eradicate statelessness.
So there's a lot of work that we need to do. And when you are internally displaced, you're even in what we call a double whammy or a double jeopardy. Because I have been to places in the Northeast again where I engaged with women and asked them, how did we get to where we are? And basically what I was told, our children told us. So women are receiving instructions. They're not being given the opportunity to think and process for themselves.
The United Nations Refugee Agency says it will remain committed to providing protection, shelter, health, food, and clothing to internally displaced and refugees in West Africa. Having women at the leadership position of humanitarian response plays a very vital role to seeing an end to the crisis in the Northeast. Moyo Thomas, CVC News, Abuja.